grocery bags. They don't believe they are spoken for. So if you guys are interested in buying these afterwards, you can walk into the gift shop and ask Sean. Yeah, is that good mulberry? You guys can see him kind of messing with that branch right there. Not only will he eat the leaves, but he'll peel the bark off as well. So that's what he's working on. Mulberry being one of his favorite treats. So Ozzie here is an 8-year-old male reticulated giraffe. Reticulated is just the subspecies of giraffe that he is. And reticulated giraffes are the second tallest subspecies in the world of giraffes. Good job. You can see him grabbing that bark right there. That's what he's doing. Good job, Ozzie. Now, Ozzie came to us from a place called Tanganyika Wildlife Park, and that is in Kansas, in Wichita, Kansas. Now, his dad still lives out there. His dad, being another male giraffe, started to pick on Ozzie when he was really little. Since he's a boy, males will fight for space. So his dad started to pick on him, seeing Ozzie as a threat, and we didn't want Ozzie to get hurt. So we moved Ozzie out here, and now he is the king of his own castle. Good job. Are you done? You want to come over here and get some broccoli, maybe? Here, Oz. Okay, you're gonna go maybe get some water. I wouldn't mind that. It's kind of interesting to watch him drink water, guys. He does have to do kind of the splits to get all the way down there to drink it. It's actually pretty rare to watch him do it. So if he did decide to do that, that would be pretty cool. But Ozzie here, he is now 8 years old and he can live up into his mid-30s. Yeah, come over here. Look what I got for you. Oh, would you like some lettuce? Now, Ozzie here in the wild would live up into his low 20s. Now, it sounds like the lions are going to steal my show a little bit. I'll let them. But I am going to see if Ozzie wants to do his first stroke. So if you guys do watch that. Oh, let's try again, Oz. Here, you almost had it. I know, those lions. Are you telling them that's very rude to steal your show? Yeah? Come here. It's okay. Yeah. Here, Oz. Want to try one more time? No? Do you want to try and target, maybe? Did all our friends steal the limelight? This is what you're working for. See it? Is it not acceptable? Is that an unacceptable treat to be working for? What about a lettuce treat? You just want the whole thing. You're just being picky. Okay, Oz, do you want to target? I know that was an easy one. Start you off. Want to come over here? So he's trained to touch his nose to this thing we call it a target hole. Good job, buddy. Kind of just refocuses his attention. It also really helps us out if we need to move Ozzie around or if we need to get a good look at a certain spot on him. So sometimes I like to do that in the middle of the show, just to show Ozzie hey, we're here to do something fun. Let's focus a little bit and you're going to be rewarded for it. Right, big guy? Now, Ozzie does not work for free. He definitely gets paid just like me and Megan do. You got it? Yeah, you're dropping it on me. Here, try again. There we go. Good job. One dog. Minimalism is the thing today. There you go, big guy. We'll give you a big one. So you're working for big one. Lettuce. Lettuce it is. Here, how about that? I'll have some more out for you, big guy. Maybe some mulberry thrown in there. What do you think, Oz? Now, Ozzie here, being a male giraffe, he is usually living a solitary life. Like we said, they do like to fight over space because the prizes for winning that fight is very big, and that's all the ladies in the space that he would get to have if he dominates over that other male. So Ozzie here is usually going to be alone. He is now 8 years old, which is where they are mature. So he's kind of like a teenager at this age. He is able to have a girlfriend. So fingers crossed, guys, that somebody asks us to rescue a female so we can get Ozzie a little friend. But until then, he is the first and only giraffe in the entire state of Nevada. So he's very popular. He's very famous. He's very popular on Tinder. Girls, keep your eyes out. Swipe right. But the big guy's also a really cool animal. He has a lot of cool facts about him. For example, his 6-foot-tall legs can actually kill a full-grown lion in one kick. So that kind of tells you guys he doesn't mind living with his 25 lion neighbors. They're really no match for Ozzie. Even a pride of lions will kind of look at a giraffe and decide whether it's worth it to hunt them because it is very risky to the pride. Bodily harm and even taking out a pride member is possible, and that can actually cripple a pride of lions and really make them struggle for their food and providing for their young. So they will kind of decide, is it worth it to go after that giraffe? Maybe if they're injured or like laying down or old and they can't get away as fast. But a big healthy guy like Ozzie might be a little too much for a pride of lions. Just to give you a heads up though, that noise that you guys heard, that was called a bellow that the lions were making, can be heard 4 to 5 miles away. In the daytime in a city, maybe a little less than that, but typically 4 to 5 miles away. We even have neighborhoods that can hear our lions from all around. Some poor unsuspecting people that move in and don't know what that noise is right away. We have received calls. Luckily, they do seem to like it once they find out what it is. And that is our lions just communicating over long distances. So they can do that in positive ways, negative ways. They can use it as they need. And as you guys kind of saw, Ozzie wasn't a big fan of his show being interrupted. But the lions do think that this needs to be reminded this is the lion habitat ranch, not the giraffe habitat ranch. Now, Ozzie here is obviously a wonderful painter, but he does have some other jobs here that he likes to partake in on property. If you look at his trees right along his wall, you'll notice they're all growing at a funny angle. That's Ozzie. He likes to be a gardener in his time off. And they are mulberry leaves. I even have some right here for him. So they are something that he does like to munch on. But we don't want him to eat them all, or else they will not grow back next spring, and we will have a very upset giraffe. So it is nice that they're at that level. And if you guys do see him reaching over to eat them, don't help him out. He can get them all just on his own. And make sure we just stay on the sidewalk as well. Now, if you guys look all the way down, you'll see Ozzie's yard goes all the way to that end of our property and then all the way down to that end of our property. So he has lots of room to stretch those big legs. His barn here is easily the most high-tech thing we have on property. When he first showed up and he was 8 months old, 8 feet tall, he actually wasn't here yet, and he lived inside of our gift shop. And Ozzie, being a young little baby mischievous guy, got into a little bit of mischief in there. For example, messing with the locks and latches on our lion enclosures and whatnot. So you can see that we've now provided Ozzie his own locks and latches inside on the wall, so he can manipulate those with his mouth and play with them. Just another extra thing to stimulate his mind.